Hi, my name is Mr. Cuthbert. I'm one of the teachers for sports medicine, and I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about our electives so you can perhaps consider it for a class that you want to take. Uh, If you are interested in any type of healthcare career, sports medicine is a really good option for you. Although our focus is on sports and medicine in that environment, it's a really good opportunity to get your first contacts with patients and learn skills that apply across a variety of healthcare jobs. Within our classes, you're going to learn a lot of information, including things like anatomy specific to injuries, first aid CPR, treatment and rehabilitation of a variety of different injuries. Our courses are UC approved, so that's another great thing about what we're offering. Our pathway starts in the ninth grade. Our foundation course is Medical Careers in Health, though if you did not take that as a freshman, you can still be considered for the Sports Med 1 class, but it's worth just contacting either myself or Mr. Park. The Sports Med 1 course, typically taken by juniors, though we have had some sophomores take the class as well. We cover a lot of the foundations of sports medicine in this year, and there's a lot of anatomy based around injuries. We also look at some of things like legal and ethical parts of treatment, and we teach CPR and first aid. For the Sports Med 2 course, it's far more practical. So a lot of the things that you learn in Sports Med 1 are applied in Sports Med 2. So the students within the Sports Med 2 class are expected to spend a lot of time helping our student athletes at games and prepping before games. So it's a lot of work, but it's really, really rewarding, and it's a great opportunity to get lots of different types of contacts with basic levels of treatment. Okay. Within our sports med team, it is also supported by a physician, Dr. Quincy Wang, so you get to learn from his experience in the medical field as well. And the last thing is, although it's a class, it does feel more like a team because there's a lot of things that you do together. You get to be part of the success of our athletic teams on campus, and there's a real sense of community within our class. So I hope that you consider signing up for Sports Med 1 or Sports Med 2 if you've already taken Sports Med 1. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself, Mr. Cuthbert, or the teacher who really leads our Sports Med course, which is Mr. Park.
Hello, welcome to our medical pathways, or what we like to call our Cerritos High School Academy of Learning Medicine. Um, we want to just introduce our Biomed Pathways program to you guys because it's such a good opportunity for our students and basically you guys to get involved with hands-on learning biotechnical and medical skills. And we've got a 3-year pathway here where you take 3 different levels of courses that you guys can familiarize yourself with. And at each level, there are so many things that, so many different types of hands-on experience that you'll get, from analyzing blood samples to doing lots of dissections during anatomy courses and human body systems to learning about genetics and all the different types of medical interventions that exist, even the new ones that have been created for COVID and the pandemic that we're in. So what a great opportunity for all of you to be a part of. With our classes, there are a few things that are unique to biomedical sciences. One is the 3 different types of classes you'll take. Your first year, you take Principles of Biomedical Sciences as a freshman, which takes the place of biology. Your second year, you take Human Body Systems, which is anatomy and physiology. And your third year, you take Medical Interventions, which is just an overall comprehensive study of all of the biotechnology that exists in medicine. And one of the fun things that we do is we get to attend a lot of interactive field trips to a lot of these biotechnological and biomedical facilities where medicine and science and a lot of our future of our medicine, medical interventions are being created. And so we got to actually suit up as if we are creating vaccinations and get to go into clean rooms and look at how vaccines are created. We got to see how computers and 3D printing, along with computer technology, is used in order to create medicine. And we got to do a little bit of medicine ourselves, where we learned to inject oranges and lemons and to figure out the different viscosity of how much injection we can give and how it feels to people during clinical trials and things like that. So a lot of fun stuff if you're interested. And we are excited to continue to offer the course for you guys. And we hope you guys will sign up. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our virtual elective fair this year for Cerritos High School. I'd like to take just a minute here and share a little bit about our cybersecurity pathway with you. My name is Mr. Crow, and I teach most of the cybersecurity courses here at Cerritos. Ms. Marcroft also teaches some of the intro courses with me. There are two courses that make up our cybersecurity pathway. For the first course is our Project Lead the Way Computer Science Essentials class. It's a really nice overview of it's titled Computer Science Essentials, but there's a lot of material that's also aimed specifically at cybersecurity and IT. So it's really designed as a broad overview of a lot of computing topics that both are programming oriented and things that are not programming oriented. So if you're looking at kind of like classes right now and you're trying to decide, like, I like the idea of computer science, I like the idea of working with computers in general, but at the same time, maybe I'm not gung-ho to jump into a programming course right now, or I feel like maybe programming is not exactly where I want to be, this might be exactly where you want to be. So we look at a very wide range of topics. After that is the capstone course for the pathway, which is our cybersecurity course. This course is a course that's designed really specifically to really kind of dig into like what security looks like in a business setting. So this is not a course that's designed for like personal safety or anything like that. This is very much designed where we're going to look at like network topology. We're going to look at like how internet communication flows through a network. We're going to look at how individual computers are secured and then we're going to move into how things like servers, web servers, database servers are secured. We're going to look a little bit at like bash commands and scripting in Linux, and we will spend a little bit of time doing security auditing. This is kind of a very brief overview of some of the things we cover in Computer Science Essentials. It's a very, very broad course. So it's designed, again, to give you that kind of like chance to kind of see a lot of different things. And while website design down here looks like a small section on here, it's actually a bit bigger than it kind of looks like in proportion to everything else. Which is definitely a nice thing to lead into the cybersecurity course, since we look a lot at like securing web servers. This, again, a nice overview here of our cybersecurity pathway, or excuse me, specifically our cybersecurity class. There's a lot of material in this. We don't, again, it's a high school course, so we don't dig super deep into any of these, but we do spend some time looking at a lot of different subjects. Everything ranging from security for securing devices that are part of common business networks, to digital forensics and looking at how we find out when something goes wrong. When, to be perfectly blunt, when hackers gain access to computer systems that they shouldn't have, how do we actually respond to that? How do we find out what happened, what was stolen, and then secure those things so it can't happen again? So we look at a lot of different areas of security, all from a very much IT and business standpoint. There is also our computer science pathway. I very much encourage you to go take a look at the videos. The two pathways are designed so that you can do both of them during your time at Cerritos High. If you are currently perusing our elective fair, right now, then you're probably not an incoming ninth grader, and you are welcome to consider. You do not have to follow any one of these particular models. You can, if you're like, for example, if you're an 11th grader next year, you'll be an 11th grader. You could absolutely just start with computer science essentials and then go to cybersecurity. That would be a wonderful option for the 11th grade level. If you are at the 10th grade level, you have a lot more flexibility in what you could possibly in what you could do. And if you are looking at being a senior next year and looking at taking one of these classes, that is very possible as well. You're welcome to take the the computer science essentials course. If you are interested in one of the other courses, you might want to email me and we can talk about that as well. I hope this has been a little bit helpful, and I hope you're having a great time looking at all of the different courses that we have available at Cerritos High School. And hopefully I will see you in class next year. Bye.
Hi, my name's Richard Crow, and I teach AP Computer Science A here at Cerritos High School. AP Computer Science A is really a course that's designed as the capstone computer science course here at Cerritos, and its focus is for people who are looking at a STEM major in college. The course, basically, when you come out, you are a fledgling industry level programmer. You should have all the basic understanding of what it means to be a programmer, how to use a programming language in the real world, and even if you don't decide to go into like one of the traditional computer science type courses, a lot of STEM majors nowadays require this one course when you get to college for your major as well. In AP Computer Science A, we do have a bit more homework and a bit more lab work than in AP Computer Science Principles. The course requires students to do a lot of hands-on work where they are designing and developing, actually writing the code for desktop and laptop applications. So students are going to be doing that. They're going to be actually creating programs. One of my favorites that we actually just finished recently was a lab called Picture Lab, in which students actually wrote the effects for Photoshop and were able to run it on JPEGs in class. For AP Computer Science A, the prerequisites I generally ask are something in the neighborhood of Math 3. I have had students who are very successful who have not gotten to that quite level, but it just depends. Ultimately, it's a matter of how much dedication the individual student wants to put into the class. AP Computer Science A is a great course, again, for anybody who's considering a STEM major. Like I've mentioned before, it's often being required for a lot of different STEM degrees now, especially a lot of engineering fields. And honestly, the course is really useful. I've had lots of students as well who, again, don't necessarily intend to go on into one of those majors, but actually use it themselves in like web development, using JavaScript and all kinds of other applications that they want to personally pursue.
In this class, we've all kind of just developed a really good relationship with each other, and I've also learned different skills that I can use, such as patience and leadership. I've worked on leadership a lot this year, and I've also worked on my presentation and public speaking skills.
So, first of all, you have a great teacher, and second of all, you're just gonna enjoy every day and being in the class. You're gonna have fun, a lot of social interaction. You're gonna talk with your classmates, talk with your friends, talk with the teacher, and you're gonna learn something new every day. So, if you're taking this class into consideration, I highly recommend you do.
Careers in Education and Child Development isn't just a class for those who aspire to become teachers, but for those who aspire to become professionals as they pursue their future endeavors past high school. Personally, I don't plan to become a teacher, nor did I even know I was going to be a part of this class, but I'm glad that I am. I've learned how to become articulate, organized, creative, and ambitious. And I've also learned how to work well with people as well as open up to those around me. And all I can say, Dons, is this class has made my 2020 to 2021 school year a great one.
Teacher Track is an amazing class that helps you gain leadership skills, as well as work with children and make friends that believe in the same things as you do.
And also, alongside with the course, Teacher Track offers Educators Rising, which is a club where you can make new friends and experience different activities with other people.
The Teacher Track program is so much fun that you won't regret if you join it. Join
Teacher Track!